Shalom. First and foremost, I want to say Barakateh Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rachakodash. Kol Haloyam La Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well where I learned this truth from. Peace, mercy, and blessings to the hopeful elect that believe in this truth and sincerity. It's your brother Yahweh Khan coming through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai from the JMS Cleveland branch of Lord willing this be edifying. Just want to speak on us behaving wisely, or walking in wisdom, I should say, just as our forefathers have done, That's why we, as it tells you, Romans 15:4, the things written aforetime was written for our learning. Okay, so we could learn how to walk according to the fear of the Lord, how to walk according to wisdom, which is the appliance of the scriptures, okay? And a part of applying the scriptures is being circumspect, Now, this is just a quick search in the Blue Letter Bible online, of course. I just typed in the word wisely, okay? And you see it made reference to a few precepts. And I'm going to start off with this one in 1 Samuel chapter 18 and verse 14, okay? It says, and David, I'm going to just go to that chapter real quick. 1 Samuel chapter 18, I start at verse 12. And Saul was afraid of David because the Lord was with him and was departed from Saul. Now, when you read the book of 1 Samuel, okay, you will see that Saul was anointed to be king, but of course he didn't obey the commandment that was given unto him to utterly, kill, destroy the Amalekites. He saved the king Agag and the best of the cattle alive, so on and so forth, so that he could sacrifice unto Yahweh Shem Shah, which that proves you can be sincere and be wrong. You can be sincerely wrong. But nonetheless, later on in the story, the Spirit of the Lord came upon David once he was anointed. Okay, because the kingdom was to be given to David. And once he was anointed, the Spirit of the Lord came upon him, and the evil spirit came upon Saul. Okay, the Spirit of the Lord left Saul, and guess what? Okay, he started to come against David. Okay. Well, 1 Samuel 18 and 13, therefore Saul removed from him and made him his captain over 1,000, and he went out and came in before the people. And David behaved himself wisely in all his ways, and the Lord was with him. Now, this is the key verse I want to focus on. Okay, it said that David behaved himself wisely in all his ways. Let's go into the word wisely. Okay, the Hebrew word will be shakar. Shakar. Okay, as it says, circumspect. Okay, circumspect. Prudently. These are the key things, because there's different aspects of being wise. Okay, outline of biblical usage: to be prudent, be circumspect, to wisely understand, prosper. So, okay, David at the time, he understood that it was an evil spirit upon Saul. Okay, because that's how he came to Saul. Saul's servants realized there was an evil spirit on him, and Saul told them to go find somebody who could play the harp to come take the spirits off of him, showing you that music can take spirits off you just as well as it can put spirits on you, and these devils understand that. But nonetheless, David, understanding that it was an evil spirit on Saul, he had to behave himself circumspectly, wisely, okay? Especially after he slayed Goliath, and then you had Saul, okay, trying to take David out, throwing the javelin at him and things like that. But it says to be prudent, to be circumspect. Now let's look at the word circumspect. It's the etymology for the word circumspect. Cautious. Okay, literally looking about on all sides, because it's a compound word. Okay, circum meaning around, spec goes back to look around. Okay, don't just be walking on in darkness. We have this light for a reason. The light shows you where to go. Okay, keeps you from stumbling. That's what this truth is for, to keep us from stumbling. Because there's many obstacles here underneath the rulership of Esau, Edom. mainly in America, which is known as Babylon the Great. It's many obstacles, which that's all the more reason why we must be circumspect. Okay, pay attention to what's going on in our daily lives, in the world, and with ourselves. Okay, but it says deliberate, guarded, well considered. So we must consider the things that we're doing. Consider who we are around. Matter of fact, let's go to that real quick. Sirach chapter 27 and verse 12. If thou be among the indiscreet, observe the time, but be continually among men of understanding. We're supposed to be continually amongst those that's like-minded, that's following Yahweh Shema Shah and the sound doctrine. But in the first part of the verse says, if thou be among the indiscreet, meaning those who don't have the truth, it says observe the time. Okay, because those that's not following Yahweh Shema Shah, okay, that's not applying the scriptures, they will be judged. Okay, those that don't walk according to the fear of the Lord, they will be judged terrifically. So let's go back, okay, to this word for wisely, which is shakal, which goes into being prudent. Let's look at that word. Quick Google definition. Okay, acting with or showing care and thought for the future. We care for how things are going to play out. Okay, via the judgment of Yahweh Shem Shah, which that should make us walk circumspect. Not being a nigga, not being given over to wine and women, which scriptures tell you wine and women maketh man to understand is to fall away. Okay, it says to cause to consider, to have insight. So it's a lot on this definition, but the point is there. Okay, having care for what we are doing, who we are around, what's going on around us. So let's go from there to Proverbs chapter 16, dealing with the word wisely as well. Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 20. He that handleth a matter wisely shall find good. Okay, going to the word matter, it goes back to the Hebrew word dabar, speaking to, not just you because dabar is the Hebrew word for words, but it also goes into, matter of fact, I'm just going to it, Salakia. Okay, a matter. As you see the Hebrew word dabar. Okay, outline of biblical usage. D will be the meaning here in this context: business, occupation, acts, matter, case, something. Okay, the things that you do when you handle it according to wisdom. He that handleth a matter wisely. Okay, let's go back to that. He that handleth a matter wisely shall find good. Okay, and what's good? The Lord's mercy, his loving kindness. Okay, and whoso trusteth in the Lord, happy is he. And a part of showing that you trust in the Lord is applying wisdom. Okay, it was another scripture real quick. Oh, Proverbs, let's go to this. Proverbs chapter 28 and verse 26. He that trusteth in his own heart is a fool. Okay, he that trusteth in his own heart is a fool. Previously in Proverbs 16 chapter, I skimmed over it, but it's a verse there that says, there's a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof is death. What you think may be right could lead your ass to death. Okay, and you trusting in your own understanding makes you a fool, because the heart goes back to the Hebrew word la, which is your mind. Okay, so it says, he that trusteth in his own heart is a fool. Whoso walketh wisely, he shall be delivered. Okay, let's go into the word wisely in this verse. Okay, this Hebrew word will be chakama, which is the Hebrew word for wisdom. Chakama. Show outline of biblical usage. Wisdom, skill in war, wisdom in administration, shrewdness, wisdom. Let's look at this word shrewdness. Okay, The quality of having or showing good powers of judgment, your ability to make decisions according to the scriptures. Okay. So when you, hold on, it says, Strong's info, wisdom in a good sense. Okay, so applying the scriptures, your ability to make judgment, to make decisions according to the scriptures. Now let's go back and read that verse again. Proverbs 28:26. He that trusteth in his own heart is a fool, but whoso walketh wisely with good judgment, the ability to discern, he shall be delivered. Wisdom of Solomon 7:28 tells you that the Most High loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom, because that's somebody who's going to be applying the scriptures. That's not going to be doing dumb shit. Okay, that's not going to be walking as a fool. Now let's go from there to Colossians chapter 3. I believe it is. Hold on, bear with me real quick. Chapter 2. Salakia. Oh, chapter 4. Okay. Colossians chapter 4 and verse 5. Walk in wisdom toward them that are without. Because we're going to find ourselves around our people that's not applying the scriptures, that's not in the truth, that don't know Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah on a daily basis, whether it be at the gym, at your job, at the grocery store, in traffic, where, no matter what it is, where you are, you're going to be around a nigga. You're going to be around a nigga woman. Do that mean stop applying the scriptures, stop being circumspect? No. The scriptures say, Colossians 4 and 5, walk in wisdom. Okay? Meaning carry yourself in a way that shows you applying the scriptures toward them that are without, redeeming the time. Redeeming the time meaning buying back the time, meaning we can't literally buy back the time, but we make the best of every opportunity. Why? Because the days are evil as it is written. Let's go there real quick. I'm going to close with that. This is something quick. Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. See what it says for this word wise. I'm gonna see what it says for fools, Salakia, real quick.
Strong's G 781. Asaphos. Asaphos.
Asaphos. Okay. Unwise, fool. Outline of biblical usage. Unwise, foolish. Okay. Sottish, stupid. Not applying the scriptures. Which that's a foolish thing, saying we have this truth, it has been revealed unto us. Ephesians 5:15, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. Verse 16, redeeming the time. Why? Because the days are evil. The love of many waxing cold. Judgment is being dished out in terrific ways. Okay, people being judged by their own family members. I was just watching the beloved Elder Yashawamba. He's speaking on how I think it was a woman and her mother. They had cut up her grandmother with a chainsaw and grilled her. So the love of many is waxing cold. Waxing cold meaning the Greek word right there is psycho. People are becoming more unstable and more aggressive the closer we get to Yahweh Shah's return. Because these people wicked as all hell. Okay? Therefore, spirits are on these people and the spirits are growing stronger. Left hand spirits as well as the right hand spirits, okay? You got brothers waxing stronger and growing in the truth. But nonetheless, Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 17, wherefore be ye not unwise. Why? Because the days is evil. So don't be walking around like you don't know the scriptures. Don't be carrying yourself like you don't know the scriptures. Speaking to myself first and foremost. Ephesians 5 and 17, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understand what the will of the Lord is, which is what? To bring judgment, to judge the wicked, okay, to deliver the righteous of the nation of Israel, which is the elect, okay. Ephesians 5 and 18, and be not drunk with wine wherein its excess, but be filled with the Spirit, okay. Don't be abusing the world, getting caught up in the ways of the world, okay, because that's how you become drunk, okay. And when you drink wine to an excess, you get a headache. You start to not be feeling good. Next thing you know, you're not in the Spirit. But it says, but be filled with the Spirit, okay? Going over the scriptures, meditating on the scriptures, studying, and not only that, but praying, fasting, okay? knowing when you are being attacked by left-hand spirits, knowing when the Lord is trying you. This is all part of being filled with the Spirit. This is all part of being circumspect, walking wisely. But that's it, Lord willing, this was edifying closing. I'm going to say, Kohaloyam la Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rachakorash Barakate Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rachakorash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach where I learned this truth from. Peace, mercy, and blessings to the hopeful elect that believe in this truth and sincerity. Till next time I say, Kwame Yasha Allah wa Mawaf Lababor Shalom.